Guys, welcome to another episode of Gamer Speaks, and today we're going to be talking about guerrilla warfare and why it's probably one of the best tactics out there, or best fighting tactic out there. So, there's a lot of superpowers who went up against forces and laws because of this guerrilla warfare. For example, the Revolutionary War. See, back then we were using muskets, right? Of course we were using muskets. We rose up. Well, how do I put this? Basically, we didn't really know how to work the gun, so we had to teach ourselves. We were hiding in the little bushes, the trees, and then when we got the British somewhere we wanted them to be, that's when we fire. And think about this. A big group of people just marching along. Like 1,000 people marching, right? Let's put this in modern standards. Let's say I'm America, right? I have just 1,000 people marching into one city. Can wait till they get in that city, and then you got them where you want them to be. Get your guns out, poke out the windows, shoot. And you can only be like a whole entire just little gang of 100 people, and you killed about I'd say 400 people just like that. And then you escape. And then you use these hit and run tactics. Hide, hit, run. Hide, hit, run. But you don't want the enemy to catch up to this, because when they do, they're gonna realize what you're doing. And they're probably gonna bomb the whole entire city just so they can get you. Where can you hide now? You're gonna hide in the rubble? Probably. But the same thing with the war in Afghanistan. The Taliban were basically guerrilla fighters. They would hide in the buildings, got you where they wanted you to be. Like that. Sorry for doing that, guys. They just poke out of the windows. I've never been there, but from what I've heard, that's what they would sometimes do. And most notably, the Battle of Fallujah, yeah, I've heard they've been using those guerrilla tactics a lot, which, rest in peace to the over 40 soldiers that died in the battle, I think. So, and I mean, if you can't see them, then how are you going to know they're there? For example, I'm hiding in the closet, right? And you just go to bed. You're not asleep yet, but you don't know I'm in the closet. And when I do poke out, I scare you. But you never knew I was there. That's the good thing about guerrilla warfare. You don't know who's there. And the same thing in World War II, when the Soviets invaded Finland. See, the thing with the Finnish guerrilla tactics in World War II, they were very, very, very good. For example, the Molotov cocktail was, I think, made by the Finnish, named after a Russian politician. Basically, they'd get alcohol bottles, put cloth in it, light it on fire, and throw it on the tanks, and the whole entire tank, well, not the whole entire, but most of the tank would catch on fire. And, this would prove detrimental to Soviet forces. And not only that, they would also use the terrain to their advantage too, because they'd be hiding in the snowy bushes, right? Well, snowy trees, bushes, whatever you call it. Basically, when the when the Soviets would come rolling in, they take them by surprise, and they'd make it quick. They'd ski down on their little thing, and they'd just start shooting at them. This would catch the Soviets off guard by a lot. When I mean by a lot, I mean a lot. This is why in the when the Soviets were fighting the Finnish, the Soviets suffered a bunch of casualties. And I mean, yeah. I mean, Vietnam, guerrilla, Revolutionary War, guerrilla. But let's talk about where guerrilla warfare started. To put it simply, it basically started in Spain. The French were invading Spain, and basically civilians and people, they just armed up and started, hiding places, shooting, And I think they won the war, actually, so, yeah. So, guys, just know, whenever the government, no, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, I'm just saying, guerrilla warfare is probably one of the best warfare tactics out there, But I do hope you don't really have to use guerrilla warfare anytime. See, I can't really do anything. I'm barely even old enough to, get a gun. I'm only like 12, man. I can't do that. But, what else can I say? Well, I mean, I think guerrilla warfare would be the best in like forested or like dense areas. Not like dense, like little towns. Like, oh, they don't know you're in the building, so why don't we get them where we want them to? Pop out, start shooting. Now they're all gone. Yeah, guys. I just wanted to say, let me restate what I said before. If I did say, if you're a crew of 40 or 50 and you meet up with a whole entire army of 1,000, I want to restate that you'd probably kill about 160 people. Yeah, guys, this is another episode, part 3 to Gamer Speaks, and hope everyone's having a good day, and see you tomorrow.